You have taken one of my symbols, but now we begin to play in earnest. My scepter is at stake, and I do not intend to lose it. Scales. I have saved the lizard men for now, but the stakes have been raised. There is no weapon I will not use against you.
Hey guys, it's August here, and welcome back to Let's Kill Time with Hand of Fate. Now this roguelike I think is really cool. It's a mix of adventure novels, D&D, and a bit of Batman Arkham combat thrown in there too, which is kind of weird, but I guess it's the decision they went with. But this game I think has an amazing presentation. The guy we're playing against is the creator of the game. We have to go through his bosses to eventually beat it. And the game takes place on a map of cards. And each card is an event. It can be a good thing, it can be a bad thing, it can be a fight like this. And you just have to progress through each dungeon to eventually beat the boss and eventually beat the game. Now, as you might be able to tell, this video is post-commentary. The reason for that is that this game tends to lag a bit on my computer. Well, I guess slow down is the correct term. I'm so used to saying lag. But yeah, I was kind of worried that recording the game as well as doing my commentary would make the game slow down even more and probably make my commentary sound super distorted. So yeah, today I shall be doing post-commentary. Man, what a marvelous battle this is. We are chasing down this goblin. Take care of him, sir. God, that frame rate's so bad. Whatever. So, where should I even begin? I guess I'll talk about the combat because we just saw some of it. The combat is very much like Arkham, well, all the Arkham games. You can like bounce between enemies, you can do counter attacks, you can do dodge rolls, you can build up combo meters, and there are some items in the game that make your combos do more damage the further along you go, and other stuff like that.
The picture.
You find a hooded stranger. Should we offer him some of our vigor? Do it. Oh yeah. So this is one of the random events. Now this game has a really cool event system because each of these events, if you successfully complete it, then you unlock more events, and they're all like mini stories that are taking place inside the game. So this one, when we complete it, we get a token which will give us a new event, and that will unlock more things as we go along, like new items and other events, stuff like that, which is really cool.
So often, this is how the story ends, is it not? The hero tries, the hero dies. Their memory is celebrated, but they are lost.
Yeah, this guy's really cool, I like him. But what should I talk about next? Ooh. Doing post-commentary is weird because I can't exactly stop the game to talk about what's going on. Oh, I have an idea. This was actually the second take I took of this game. The first one was like
an elegant use of rage and
completely uneventful. I did about 3 battles and I beat the boss, and like that was it. This one, on the other hand, has been more interesting. I hope you guys will like it. The event we have right here is to take this guy's weapon and his shield to a certain spot on the map.
Around your neck. Of course, you can remove your curses at shops if you can find them. Still, I'm keen to see how you handle your disadvantages.
And while we have that curse, if we move 5 spaces on the map, we take 50% damage in hell. So it's a generally good idea to get rid of the curses as soon as you can. Curses, as you can probably expect, are bad things. This game also has blessings, which are the opposites. They provide bonuses, and you can get both of those from events. Speaking of events, this game also has
useful.
Oh, how would you describe it? Like a pick a card system, where if you go to an event, there'll be 4 cards you can pick from, and they'll either be successful, huge success, failure, or huge failure. And as you can probably guess, the success ones are great, the failure ones aren't. And yeah, this is the inventory screen here. I was just checking to see if that weapon was still in my inventory because I had it equipped, so I thought maybe it's like de-equipped. when I gave it back.
Towards our foe. I appreciate your efforts. I worked hard on this game.
Oh god, Ratmen.
It is a
Oh,
pleasure to see
Ratmen
you
are a
play.
bit annoying.
A ship at dock is worth
And it's a
nothing
previous boss as
until it
well.
sails.
Funnily enough, this was the first time I ever saw a previous boss in a run, so yeah. Now, Ratmen are very swift and nimble characters, and a lot of them are ranged as well. The game has both melee and ranged opponents. Ranged opponents are hell to fight because they just sit back and poke you. So generally I try and go after them as quickly as I can. And you can tell when a guy is ranged because he has that Sims diamond on top of his head. As for the other symbols, the green ones are attacks you can counter, and the red ones you can't counter no matter what, so you just have to dodge them. And as you can see, currently I'm going after this ranged guy and all his friends are beating up on me. Oh god. The Jack of Rats, or the Plague of... Wait, what's it called? The Jack of Plague? He actually has this aura of poison around him. And I didn't realize it in this battle, but the aura continually damages you while you're close to him. So you have to back off and wait for the aura to, like, disappear. But unfortunately I didn't know that, so I end up taking a lot of damage in this fight. And there are traps on the ground as well. Oh god, everything's going wrong. Yeah. This fight wasn't too good. And there's the aura there, it's like the green sparkles. Look at my health, it's going down so much. Just kill him. Okay, good job, guy. Goodbye, Rat, you were a worthy opponent. So this game has three key resources. It is health, it is food, and it is gold. Health, as you can expect, is a healthier character. If it goes down to 0, you lose. It will go up and down through random events. Food is used whenever you move a space, and if you run out of food, then every turn after that you will take damage. So it's generally a good idea not to run out of food. But you can buy more food, and you can also find food in events. And likewise, you can also use food in events to complete them and get some bonuses that way. Oh god. I can feel the hoarse voice coming.
Let the lizard men beware.
Another weird thing, my game lags a surprising amount in shops. I don't understand why. I guess I can understand battles because there's a lot of stuff going on, but shops is just like looking at the screen. Why does my computer go so slow? I don't understand. Anyway, back to my other point. Whenever you move a turn and use a piece of food, you also heal up. So it's generally a good idea to try and stay away from battles if you're low on health.
At its heart,
And another thing you can do is go back to
shows
previous
about
spots and just kind of go back and forth till your health's back up to max, but it also uses food, so you have to watch out. Now this is a new event that I'd never seen before. As you can see, those are the cards and there's one of each. What do I get? I get a huge success, which is pretty lucky. I'm not sure how that differs from the normal success because I've only seen this event once, but perhaps it'll just end there and you don't get this extra bit. But this extra bit also has one of each. And what do I get? I get another huge success. Like, holy shit. That is like super lucky. That's like 1 in 16 chance. And we get a blessing card from the huge success too, which is nice. Which means that whenever we eat food, we gain twice the healing, which is really good for us considering our health. And likewise, getting failures and huge failures will often give you pain cards, and they will take away like equipment or gold or food or health. And sometimes you also get like battles you have to deal with as well, which suck. And the last resource I haven't talked about is gold. Gold is what you expect. You can use it to buy equipment, you can also use it to buy food, use it in events.
Like all the rest.
Generally, it's not a bad idea if you run out of gold because, you know, it's just gold. You don't have to have it to beat the game. But it does make things easier. And this event, the Dead Man's Gorge, puts us against the Two of Dust, which are two regular dudes. And these guys, unlike the Ratmen, are much easier. Other than these types of enemies, there's also the goblins you saw at the start, Goblins are interesting because they don't attack you, but they run away and eventually they'll flee the battle. And I'm pretty sure before the event starts, they also take some gold and food, so if they're allowed to escape, then they run away with your stuff. Often the goblin arenas are filled with like traps as well you have to avoid. Or the ones I saw in an arena that had no traps in it, which is a bit interesting, so I just ran after them and beat them down. And along with your food, gold, and health, you also get new equipment. You get better weapons and better armor and stuff. You saw that a little bit earlier where we took that guy's weapons back to the other town. I could have kept them and just like left them at that, but yeah. You're no mighty hero, I will let you live with your choice. The Devil's Choice event is a bit annoying because half the time he gives you the cards you picked, and the other half is like, alright, you're not going to face that card, you're going to face the other two cards. So I just picked the two of skulls there, which do zombies. Another thing about this game is that I love the environments you fight in, they're really cool. Get him! Zombies are interesting. Well, they're not interesting. They're easy, I meant to say. They go down really, really quickly, although some zombies also have guns, which is a bit weird. Those like range attacks that you can't avoid, so you just have to dodge everything. Yeah, generally these, was I calling them zombies? No, the skeletons. Yeah, the skeletons are like the easiest enemy you can fight. And then after them is the humans, and then there's more after that, which you will see later in this video. Ooh, the crucible.
A crucible to heat and purify the flawed metal. You, in this case.
Speaking of new enemies, I'm betting on you! Oh god, the Jack of Skulls, just like the Jack of Plague that is a previous boss. And I chose to fight the Two of Scales. Now this is a really interesting opponent because they're like lizard men slash sea creatures. Likewise, these are the first time I've ever seen these guys. Wasn't really too sure what to do against them. From what I can gather, you can't attack them on the shield side because they were just defenders, you have to dodge around to the other side and whack them. And for some weird reason, these guys are insanely tanky. And it takes me a very, very long time to kill them, as you will see. This battle goes on for a while. I'm gonna take a drink. I don't want to lose my voice while doing this video. I also had this huge assignment to do today. Hey, achievement. Oh, achievement story as well. But I had a huge assignment to do today, which I've been working on for like the last week. And it's like a 2,000 word essay. It ended up being like 2,500. And I bet I'll get it back and they'll be like, you fail. And I'll be like, why? All that effort I put in, it was terrible. Why did I do that? And that is the joy of university. Have fun, Shakla. I got like the reference amount they wanted, and I also got like the word count, obviously. But funnily enough, I was talking to somebody who's in one of my groups, and they were like, oh, my assignment was like 1,000 words. And I was thinking to myself, you are so screwed. Like, the reference list and the word count, like the two things I'm most stuck on. If you don't meet them, then you're just automatically going to fail. So I feel kind of sorry for her. But she had another big assignment due this weekend that she had to do, so I guess you had to split time between those two. If you ask me, she should have just done them over the past couple of days. So yeah. Anyway, we get 4 gold game cards. Each of these gives us a random amount of gold. Before the game starts, you get to choose a bunch of these events and the equipment you can get in the events. And I usually just use the recommended set because the game just automatically does the best ones. But you can also design it specifically for a certain character if you want.
Did you expect me to tell your fortune? No. A fortune teller is at their most base and despicable when they begin to believe their own lies. Of course, I am different. My powers are genuine.
Pause. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. I'm watching this on Camtasia and it froze. I was worried that the recording might have just messed up there and it didn't record the rest of it, but we're good. So, what was I talking about? Oh, right, achievement stories. The achievement I got in that battle is like, do 3 battles in a row without taking any damage. Now, I've done that before and I never got the achievement, so I don't know why they gave it to me now, but whatever. I got the achievement now and that's all I care about, so huzzah. Anyway, these guys are pretty easy, nothing too special going on here. Just beat them up, whack them on the ground by axe. Smash them in the face with the shield, oh yeah. The battle system is a little bit clunky. It's not as smooth as Batman, but I guess that has a much like larger budget. But it's still quite interesting that they went with a Batman battle system over something else. Now this event's actually really interesting because if you fight the guys, you don't get the token. You have to let them go away with your food and gold to get the token. Because there's like this ghost there who's like, oh, I saw what you did, you fought them, you're so bloodthirsty, no token for you.
A treasure chest? What more iconic emblem of success could we imagine?
That is so true. And of course I'm going for that treasure chest. I want it. Do it! Okay, good. What should we get? Are we successful? Failure. God, I'm thinking back to friggin' Pirate Island now. Successful! Oh, wait, oh god.
A choice. Select your desire.
My desire is not to get killed by poison gas things. That was really lucky. If I got the, failure cards there, I'd probably just, like, take a bunch of damage and not get the chest. Time to pry it open. Do we get this one? We do. This run had a lot of really good luck in it. More gold. More gold.
I'm sure you're grateful.
And
hoard your gold
achievements.
And learn nothing in the process.
Now, Guy, I didn't find a single shop up till now, so don't give me that.
Ah, the wandering mendicant. Will humanity ever move beyond poverty, religion, and charity?
Those are topics that I don't really want to talk about in this channel. Particularly religion. Failure. Aww. Unfortunately, even though I got a bonus from this because I didn't get the success, I don't get the token from it. And, I actually got that event on another run after this, and I didn't do it either, so...
A cave, traps, and the hope of treasure. It's all I could ask for, and more.
Nope. Those are like, battle arenas you go around. Well, not really battle arenas. They're like, I guess maybe agility arenas? Because you have to like run around and avoid the traps to get to the treasure chest at the end. You can take a lot of damage in those. That's the reason I said nope.
The acquiring of power. The retaining of power. And most importantly, the use